Alright, welcome back to Danganronpa. As you can see, shit went down last episode, and Sayaka Mizuno, the love of our life, is dead. What I saw dug its way through my eyes and buried itself in my brain. And then, everything went black. To survive deadly life. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remember seeing before. When I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. So you're awake. Finally, are you okay? Now's no time for sleeping. Get your ass up. Huh? You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here. It's no surprise considering what happened. What happened? Gah! Hey, are you okay? So it wasn't a dream. What I saw, it was real? That's right, it really did happen. Sayaka is dead. A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. I shot up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka is... You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself. Listen to us, man. What do you think's gonna happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it to just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend, Sayaka, she's dead. Dead? When I said that, it finally hit me. Okay, so, just a question for you, PC. Who do you think did it?
I genuinely have no idea. I cannot discern.
Yeah,
Who would have
I mean, you can give a guess, but...
The goth Lolita girl?
We shall see. Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she really was gone.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. And why? Shouldn't it be obvious? Monokuma, he told us all to come here. Well, hold on, don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay? But
So...
I'm the one who convinced him to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason.
Correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? So obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Wrong.
I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that. He's here again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates a school regulation, I will absolutely not interfere. I can promise you, I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
listen up.
I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the Bear Times 1 rule.
But,
Then, who did it? Who killed her?
come on.
You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka. Don't be stupid, that's...
What?
What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
wrong.
Nope. Sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to. The one who did it could testify to that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other without a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious? Someone killed someone? It It's amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
So that reaction from Celeste just now.
Yeah, that was not a normal reaction.
Yeah. Hey, hold on. Don't assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right? Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave. Woo-hoo-hoo. Woo-hoo-hoo. Wah!
Okay.
Why are you laughing? It's cause naive. You're just so naive. You really think it's that easy? You can just kill someone and walk on out of here? You're super naive. Devilishly naive. Hellishly naive. No. The real thing has just begun. The real thing?
Now then.
Are you ready? Are you ready to... allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
Then perhaps.
You are referring to rule number 6 of the school regulations. If you are the Blacken that committed the murder, you cannot be found out by the other students. That is what you are talking about, is it not?
In other words.
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone, you have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with. So a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Yep, begins a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gathering together, including the Blackened who committed the murder, and then the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the Blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment.
Alright, got anything to say about that?
Okay, so first of all, what this means is that he always knows who killed who. He's all-knowing, right?
Yeah, Monokuma sees it through the surveillance cameras and stuff.
Second thing is, he keeps referring to it as punishment. He's just gonna kill you, right?
That's all there is to it.
You'll see in a minute. He'll explain it.
Okay.
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Oh, well, to put it simply, it's execution.
Yeah.
Execution?
What?
By execution, you mean?
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair! Zzz, zzz, poison gas! Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane!
So to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die, but if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed?
Well done!
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you, implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So, it's basically what the outside world calls lay judge system, or an inquisition type thing. Which means you'll all be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully because all of your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add the rule I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind. The new rule has been added to the regulations menu. Wait, hold on a second. You're freaking insane, you know that? A class trial? What the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone? What, are you saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy! What, punishment? I might, I don't know, throw you into some deep, dark, scary prison or something? Shut the hell up! Say whatever you want. I'm not gonna be a part of this. Don't be so selfish. You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me. I'm trembling with fear. But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then...
Enjoying yourself now? Are you? Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help! To me, godly spear, Gunyear!
Alright. What do you have to say about that?
You get upset for 2 seconds and you die?
If you hit Monokuma, he will interfere.
This wasn't supposed to...
Okay, this part of dialogue is very important later on in the story.
Okay, hold on. But she was one of the important ones. Clearly, just from based on her design and backstory.
Why me?
Yeah, it's weird that she's dying right now, but suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. Just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
What the? I don't... This can't be real. No way! Now, I am painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know? But I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson. But after all, what an amazing promise. But now, you guys understand, right? Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc.
Okay, where the hell did those even come from? Where did they shoot from?
Remember, someone is controlling Monokuma. Monokuma's a robot.
Did they come from Monokuma? Oh, they came from the person controlling Monokuma, I see.
Yeah. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who until just a second ago had been her friend, was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being. It's really not all that shocking. She just died. That's all. She just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. Just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality. Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? I changed my mind. No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time. Kill this entire time? Don't be silly, you can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time? Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma! Anyway, none of this matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you with your search for the Black End. This little file has all the information I gathered about the death in question. I'd like to call it the Monokuma file. I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with the corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance camera picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down. Wait, so then you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, now could I? That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow
Wait a
comforting.
second, doesn't that mean there was a camera in the bathroom?
Yep.
That's fucked up.
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't really have a choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a little while. Actually, there wasn't a camera in the bathroom, but, so the bathroom door was opened, and the camera's pointing towards that angle. In the room.
Okay, good.
Yeah. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. So, all you know is that it's not Junko and it's not Taka, because Taka said that thing earlier. So that's
Wait,
what we know. The murderer is not Junko and it's not Taka.
It's not Taka? Who's Taka again?
The moral compass guy. Red
yeah,
eyes.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really can only be one person.
Who do you think it is?
It's the goth Lolita girl.
And for who knows how long, nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. But there was more to it than that. There's also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We'd find ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her. Now is not the time to wallow in
This
her
is the red
depression.
herring.
Huh?
This has to be a red herring. Like the game is trying to make you suspicious of her, but she's not actually the killer.
I mean, the same could be said about Celeste. She's been acting suspicious so far, but who knows? Like, that's your suspect, but who knows?
Okay.
Like, really, it could be anyone, honestly. Now is no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do now is lose faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else. This game doesn't do it, but in Danganronpa 2 and Danganronpa 3, there is always one person who every trial tries to make everyone think it's them.
Oh, this game doesn't do it?
This game doesn't have that, but
Okay, alright, good.
In other words,
in Danganronpa 2 and Danganronpa V3, they have one person like that. Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not, trust is, of course, up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything. Saying stuff like that is just, how many times have I told you? Anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you'll only have yourself to blame. What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened.
just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're going to all die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward. We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it, let's do it. This. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were just like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they were right, we just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but I still have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death, which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this.
So are we looking for clues now?
Yeah, who do you want to talk to?
First of all, why are there balls strewn around?
I don't know. I don't know why you even bothered to check. After all those injuries and losing that much blood, frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that. Huh? Hold on, just wait a second. She's dead? That means everything that happened so far is real, it's not a joke or whatever, it's really real? Hell no, someone save me, let me out of here. Somebody help me. You just gotta remember, like all the deaths, it's really important to go back over all the details of previous ones in the future. That's something, like, you have to have a good memory to play this game.
How do previous deaths affect future ones?
You'll see.
Okay.
You're just now accepting that? It's like that in all three games. Something previously has to do a lot with what happens later on. So you finally noticed. Huh? Noticed what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. Huh? What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm.
Oh no, they're gonna pin it on you.
She's trying to pin it on you. Yeah. What? She's right. Then could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned to me. Hold on a second, you've got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. Feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it? Celeste is good at this game.
I kinda wish we didn't talk to her first.
Oh. Well, I guess, yeah. Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so no one can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, the culprit decides to destroy the evidence. We're pretty much screwed. In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone. What? Why the hell not? Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. What? Fuck you! Fine, then I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. 2-player co-op, base defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you. I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong, well, do I really have to say anymore? I'd rather you didn't know. Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym. I'll be going too. Just like that, Kyoko was gone before we realized it. Oh yeah? I'm on guard duty, I'd better head off to the scene of the crime. Ah, that's right. Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence, they better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious, I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang off the air, he and Sakura ran off. But I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? We're just gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that? We don't really have to do anything particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying? It was you. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next? That look on her face, though.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help and investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Oh yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet! You have to hear me out! But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they got it all wrong. Why did they have to suspect me? I have to do something, otherwise everyone will. You know, after playing the game, like, up to this point, like, after watching the anime, Celeste was, like, my favorite character. This game is, like, totally making her seem way worse than the anime did.
Yeah, she definitely does not look
Yeah.
innocent in this one.
Execution is execution.
Electric chair. Poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim Sayaka Mizuno. Time of death estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also
so the death took place 1:30 a.m.
Yeah.
The longer I think about that time, the weirder I think it is that it's that time. You could do the death way earlier. Why did it have to be that time? First of all,
I mean,
secondly,
you can't go out at night. You can't go out at night. Remember, that's what
thing.
Celeste suggested.
No, that's the thing. That's what makes it so interesting. Whoever went out at that time to kill someone was consciously ignoring the rule of going out at night.
Yeah.
Right? So, doesn't it make sense that it would be the person who insisted for the rule to be in place to begin with?
It makes sense, but the cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. It is so hard for me not to say anything right now. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Like, all evidence points to Celeste, but that might just be what the game wants you to think.
No, hold on. Who, Celeste. Who's that again?
The Golf Lolita girl.
Okay, alright, she's Celeste. Yeah.
Somehow I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Monokuma File 1 has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Alright. Let's do some more investigating.
Alright, so we already looked at the body.
Yeah, should we talk to these two?
Just use your trick to see what is interactable.
Junko, Sayaka, and...
Alright,
no,
let's do the
Junko,
girl.
Chihiro, and
Let's do Chihiro.
Yasuhiro. You going to help investigate Chihiro? But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. No way. I seriously didn't want to die here. I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Neptune, help me. I don't care who it is, just get me out of here. Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigating right now. Alright.
That dude is fucking useless.
We already looked at Junko's body. So, let's go back to our room, because that was where the scene of the crime was.
Fair enough. Do we have enough quartz to buy stuff, by the way?
I don't think so. Not yet.
Okay.
I'm just not worrying about the 3-time event. I want to get the story, like... Alright, so I headed to my room where Sayaka's quotes still remain. Better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off of parts on the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing a lot of its gold coating. I remember that the coating sticks to you even if you touch it just a little bit. So, that's a clue.
Okay, so, wait, so took out of its sheath? Do they mean that the thing was opened?
The gold cover that got Makoto's hands all gold.
Okay.
We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either then. Not just me, nobody's busted theirs yet as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday. None of the guys had opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why the hell would we? Toolkit has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so this must be my room key if I remember correctly. Ah, that's right, we have to trade keys. When we switch rooms, we switch keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key here in my room this entire time. But wait, if that's true, then how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open the door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it was you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? Okay, remember how Sayaka said earlier that someone was trying to force her door open?
Yeah, so that must have happened here too.
Yeah. After saying that, there's no way she forgot to lock it or open it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... Switching rooms has been added to the truth bullet section. This is the replica of the sword I brought back. Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But the sheath got scratched up in the first place. Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're going to attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. At least the sheath like this would only get in the way. It could slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the sheath?
Maybe whoever was trying to use the sword didn't have enough time to take the sheath off? Sheath?
They might have not. Or they might have just used the sheath and not the sword. Like, the sheath could have been the murder weapon.
Yeah.
I actually don't remember this case at all. All I remember is who did it. So,
yeah, use your trick to see what else is interactive.
Alright. There's scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. If only I had heard something, that would have not been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could happen in the room right next to you and there's no way you can know. Perhaps this was another one of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for a murder. Evidence of a struggle has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Alright?
Wait, hold on. So that means whoever came in closed the door behind them, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Huh? Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there was way less than there was before. Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decide to clean up a little bit?
Wow, there's so much to look at. Did we look at the bed?
We haven't yet, no. There are gouges in the bed like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? Okay, so the toolkit.
You're gonna have to turn. Yeah.
This notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Okay.
The camera?
Surveillance camera. Mastermind must be using them to keep an eye on everything that's happening here. They don't do anything to stop what's happening, they just keep on watching. Okay, so now Kyoko's here. Talk to her. Hey,
How did she
Kyoko.
sneak in?
Quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but
What are you doing? Isn't it obvious? No. Not really. I'm searching. Searching? Did you lose a contact or something?
you watch Full Metal Alchemist, right, PC?
Yeah.
Kyoko's voice actor is Winry from Full Metal Alchemist too.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. And Celeste's is Nagisa from Assassination Classroom.
Okay.
But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up and straight and said, "Are you a clean freak?" Huh? No, I don't think so, but what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting? Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Unusual? What do you mean? I searched your floor from one corner to another. I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really? Not one hair from the victim, and not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Someone had used it to. Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer? That's the question, isn't it? Koto's room's cleanliness has been added to the book. Let's see.
By the way,
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible. That dirty bastard. Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum. That deserves death. That's what my brother taught me. So if I ever find the son of a bitch who did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But what if it was a girl that did it?
yo,
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes.
Damn.
He might know more than we think he knows.
Ah, okay.
Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too? I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you can come up with, I will follow your lead. I see.
That's the right way to go about it.
Yeah. I think that's everything
we should
in
do
this
some
room
again.
that we can interact with.
Yeah.
Bathroom. On the other side of this door, Sayaka's body. No, I can't let it get to me. Can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Looking at her made it painfully clear. Wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her her. Sayaka. All at once, I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, and the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse. But that thought helped me and supported me.
Isn't it weird that whoever the killer was left the murder weapon in the body? They didn't try to dispose of it?
Yeah. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her. There I saw. What? What does that look like to you?
Number 37.
Well, 110.
Oh, that's not an N? That's a 1? Okay.
Yeah, but,
11.
N.
I was in...
But look at the N, and then look at the other letters. Or look at the other numbers. Does that spell anything out to you? Look at the numbers.
Leon. It's upside down. It says Leon.
Yes. And now... Yeah.
She must have written that in her last moments.
Yeah. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now is no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where did they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. Also, knowing the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist was broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery on her wrist too. Right there, where her wrist is all
the
swollen.
gold of
The sword, yeah. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is... Huh? There's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. Palms of
So
both
she was
of her
writing
hands
with her own blood?
are totally spotless too. Yeah, she wrote that with her blood.
You know what's really curious? Why is it upside down? That's so weird about this whole thing.
Yeah. Hold on a minute. We're gonna stop this episode right here, and we'll go on to investigation and maybe the class trial next episode. Because we've already been recording for 42 minutes now.
Alright.
Alright, see you guys next time.